Welcome back to the classroom. In this lesson, we're going to talk about three terms every beginner should understand: no power, no boot, and no display. These three phrases are extremely important because they help you identify the problem correctly before you start trying a bunch of random fixes. A lot of beginners see a computer that is not working and treat every issue the same way. But in repair work, the exact symptom matters. If you can describe the problem clearly, you already have a much better chance of troubleshooting it correctly. So let's start with no power. No power means the system shows no sign of life at all. No lights, no fan movement, no startup sounds, and no response when you press the power button. In a desktop, that could point towards issues like a bad power supply, a loose power cable, a bad outlet, a motherboard problem, or even a power button issue. In a laptop, it could involve the charger, the battery, charging port, or internal power circuit. The key idea is simple. With no power, the system is not turning on in a meaningful way. The next is no boot. No boot means the computer does power on, but it does not successfully load the operating system. You may see lights come on, hear fans spinning, beeps. You may even see something on the screen, but the system does not make it all the way into Windows or whatever main operating system the way it should. It might get stuck on a logo screen, go to a recovery message, show a boot device error, or even just keep restarting. In plain English, no boot means the computer starts the power on process, but it does not complete the journey into the operating system. Now let's look at no display. No display means the computer may appear to power on, but nothing shows on the screen. Again, you may hear the fans, see some power lights, or even notice the keyboard lights, but the screen stays black or blank. This does not always mean the computer failed to turn on. It means that you're not getting visible output. Could be a monitor issue, could be a loose cable, could be bad RAM, could be a graphics card problem, laptop screen issue, or something else in the video path. The important thing is that no display is different from no power and different from no boot. This is where a lot of beginners get mixed up. A machine with no display might still have power. A machine with no boot might still show video. A machine with no power is different from both because it's not really starting at all. If you mix these up, your troubleshooting gets messy fast. You might start checking the wrong parts, replacing the wrong hardware, or making bad assumptions too early. This is why one of the best early habits you can build is simply learning the symptoms before you do anything else. This may sound small, but it's actually a major repair skill. Correctly identifying whether a system has no boot, no power, or no display helps you narrow down your next steps. It makes troubleshooting feel less random and more organized. It also builds confidence because instead of saying this computer is dead, you start saying something more useful like the system powers on, but it does not boot. Or the laptop has power, but no display. That kind of clarity makes a big difference in repair work. All right, so the big takeaway here is simple. These are not the same problem. No power means the system shows no response at all. No boot means it powers on, but it does not load the operating system. And no display means it powers on, but you don't get an image on the screen. When you learn these separate symptoms clearly, troubleshooting becomes much easier and much less overwhelming. Okay, so to recap, no power, no boot, and no display are three different problem categories, and understanding the difference between them helps you troubleshoot more accurately. No power means no sign of life. No boot means the computer powers on, but it does not load the operating system. And no display means the system may be on, but nothing appears on the screen. One of the best beginner habits you can build is learning to identify and name these symptoms correctly before trying to fix it. If you come across one of these issues, let us know in the community threads.